Does the carnivore diet really work? What are the results like when compared with other diets? In this video, we're going to look at the results of two different diets over a similar period of time. I'm going to share my experience on the carnivore diet, then we'll analyze the results of a vegan during a similar period. And some of these results will surprise you. So before we get started, please smash the like button and subscribe if you're not already. It really helps the channel out. Thank you so much. And let's get into it. So I started the carnivore diet 10 months ago now. In June last year, I was told by my doctor I needed to shape up. And even though he was suggesting medication, I was lucky enough to have a doctor that allowed me to try and fix it myself first. So I went keto and quickly moved over to carnivore. And the results have been surprising. The biggest surprise for me was realizing that basically for my whole life, I've been sick. And I can liken it most to walking around in a zombie state. And you always have the feeling, so you don't know that it's not normal. But since being on carnivore, I have woken up. I don't have the constant heaviness in my brain weighing me down. I don't feel like a zombie anymore, and actually I feel better than I have my entire life. And this is something that can't be overstated. For the drinkers, or the ex-drinkers out there, imagine being constantly drunk your whole life. You'd feel pretty jolly, but you'd be horrible at everything. You'd always be breaking things. You'd always be messing up job interviews, failing tests, destroying relationships. But you wouldn't know there was anything wrong because you felt this way your whole life. Then one day you wake up sober for the first time ever. You'd feel amazing. All those things you were bad at before would suddenly be simple. You'd be thinking clearly, you could plan things, you'd feel awake, you'd almost feel like you'd been reborn, like you were a different person. And that's exactly what it feels like. Giving up sugar, processed foods, plants, seed oils, and alcohol makes you feel completely renewed. And here is a short list of other things that have improved for me on the carnivore diet. I used to have arthritis in my left knee, not anymore. I used to have gum disease, not anymore. I used to have bad breath, not anymore. I used to have bleeding gums, not anymore. I used to have a bad back and get twinges when I was standing up or sitting down, not anymore. I used to have significant balance, coordination, and motor issues. Those have significantly improved and continue to improve. And this is just the short list. If you're considering the carnivore diet, I encourage you to give it a try. You've got nothing to lose. Try it for a month or two, and if you don't like it, you can go back to your old way of eating. But I bet you don't go back. When you feel this good, you'll stay on track. I went vegan about 12 months ago, and there's a couple of reasons that I did it. First, I was having some health issues. I was a bit whiffy downstairs. Even a couple of sprays of Febreze wouldn't cover it up. And second, my kids brought me a calendar with lots of cute animals on it. After a few months of looking at these cute animals, I just couldn't do it anymore. No more meat. I mean, I realized the animals in the calendar were just like puppies and cats and stuff like that. But still, you get my whiffed, right? I mean drift, not whiffed. Can we cut that part out, please? Okay, so my diet is 100% plant-based. Usually, I'll start the day with some Pop-Tarts. Unfortunately, the vegan Pop-Tarts are not frosted. And I'm okay with that, but the kids. If it's not frosted, they'll chew my ear off until I get them out the door to school. So I try to get up and make special frosting when I have time. And it's really easy to put together. You just need some tofu, canola oil, and sugar. Boys, it's going to taste a little bit sweeter than usual. Lunch is usually some fake meats and salad. Perhaps a cheeky Pop-Tart here or there too. And dinner is usually some kind of soup with a tofu base. Maybe tofu and celery soup, or carrot, pumpkin and tofu soup. Recently, I've just been using tofu garnished with some crushed Pop-Tarts. That one goes down a treat with the kids. The soup is always a vichyssoise type. The kids can't eat anything warm before they go to bed or they won't sleep. So we're all completely vegan now. Even our cat's been vegan for the last few months. Absolutely loves it. My results have been astonishing. I'm so much more productive, saving so much time. Now that most of what we eat is cold, I'm hardly in the kitchen. My back pain is gone to my knees, but it's much more tolerable there, and my sleep has really improved. Now I'm wide awake first thing in the afternoon, so no complaints at all. Although one thing that's tricky about being vegan is getting all your vitamins. Yes, my doctor noticed I was a bit deficient. So he put me on a course of multivitamins. My B12 was negative, and the iron was really low. Speaking of iron, I've been working out recently. I was pumping iron in the change room at the gym. Little did I know that small hole in the iron is for putting water in to make steam. First lewd conduct with an appliance charge I've ever received. Guys, thanks for watching. Please don't forget to click like and subscribe, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next video. So I wake up. I'm so much more. This is so stupid. My back pain is gone to my knees. Although one thing that's tricky about being vegan is getting all your vitamins. Yes, my doctor noticed.